Hey everybody, it's Mr. Buro from Staten Island Tech. Today in AutoCAD, we're going to be looking at grip edit mode and grips. Grips are the blue boxes that pop up every time you click on an object. So you probably have seen this 100 times at least before, and maybe even have used them before, but there's a lot more to it than you might think. First, notice that again, when you click an object, it's very important to access the grips. You have to have no command active at the time. So if I click on this regular line right here, as you can see in the properties, it's a line. I can grab onto the middle grip, and that allows me to move the object. Or I can grab onto one of the endpoint grips, and it allows me to move just that endpoint. It's pretty simple. If I click on the two of these lines together, these are both lines, and then click on their shared grip, I can go ahead and adjust that one as well. Other shapes have sometimes a few different options. For instance, the circle has 4 quadrant grips and a center grip. The center grip is for moving it, the quadrant grips are for resizing it. A rectangle has midpoint grips and corner grips. If I grab on the corner and move it, it's like I'm kind of just moving that vertex and it's no longer a rectangle, but still a polygon. If I grab on the middle grip, I could then stretch out that particular side in its entirety, as if I was moving it as if it was a line. This over here is a polyline, and that also behaves the same way as a polygon's lines. It has midpoint grips and vertex grips. So that's the normal thing that you might see with grip edits. But I want you to take notice of something much, much, much deeper. I'm going to undo this to put back the shapes the way they were first. And let's first look at this rectangle. If I click on this lower grip right now, please notice that on the bottom of the screen, it's telling me that I'm in stretch mode. Something that is very, very hidden, but very, very useful in CAD is something called grip edit mode. If I would like to, instead of stretching this vertex, which is what it's officially called, I can press the spacebar or enter key to toggle between different grip editing. For instance, if I press the spacebar now, it shows that I have switched into move grip edit mode. So now I can move the shape just by clicking on a vertex and then toggling from stretch to move. If I press space again, then I go into rotate. So now I have changed into the rotate command just by clicking on a grip. Once again, I'll press the button and I have scale, and then again, mirror, and then one more time, back to stretch. So it's stretch, move, rotate, scale, and mirror. Those are the grip edit modes. Some of them have other options as well. Like if I were to highlight this shape and I, without clicking anything, just put my mouse over there, you could see that I have options to stretch the vertex, which is the default. I can add a vertex, and the order does matter here. So if I add a vertex, it'll put it in between this vertex and then the next vertex. And also I can highlight a vertex and remove it. So those are the options for stretching that you might see inside grip edit mode. There's quite a few. Another great one for those midpoint grips that occur on polylines and rectangles is you can convert them from lines to arcs. So if I click this and convert it to an arc, I can go ahead and change it now whenever I want. So I converted 2 of them to arcs. Let's do one more. Then I can go ahead and continue stretching them or changing their shapes a little bit. I could still grab on vertices and move them around as much as I want to. But if I ever wanted to go back, I just have to hold my cursor on there again, wait for the subcontext menu to pop up, and hit convert to line, and I can go ahead and convert them all back to lines the same way. It's a very, very, very useful command for when you're editing polylines in particular. Like if I wanted to make this particular portion of the polyline have a little bit of curvature to it, I could hit convert to arc and then make it have that type of curvature that I was looking for. Okay, and of course that's always editable. So you're going to want to definitely utilize the grips for the basic stuff, like moving around a vertex here or there. Like I can grab this vertex and snap it onto this one without a problem. But more depth lies within the program if you wanted to go ahead and click on a vertex and then do that grip edit mode. Like I was saying before, if I grab onto this vertex and then press that enter key or spacebar, I could then move it somewhere if I want to. I could rotate it if I want to. I can do scaling and mirroring. And all of these grip edit modes have subcontext menus here on the bottom. So you want to keep an eye on those menus for different options. You could switch into copy mode as well, and most of them, and do quite a few more things. So please take notice of it, and if you can, try to incorporate it into your routine because it will make you a much more efficient CAD user. That's it. Thank you very much.